9h57 sur les ondes de Radio One, nous sommes arrivés. Et là, c'est trop vite à la fin de cette première partie d'enquête en direct pour aujourd'hui. Je vous laisse en compagnie de certainement de Rodney Coco pour le flash de 10h et pour les avis de décès présentés par Louana Ledoïska. Tout de suite après, on se retrouve pour la seconde partie d'enquête en direct.
Enquête en direct. En live sur Radio One.
Port Louis, the capital city of Mauritius. It was on this visit to my homeland in 2009 that I escaped the queues of traffic and street vendors of the capital to this unbelievably quiet corner of the city to meet Tristan Breville, the founder of le musée de la photographie. Rue du Vieux Conseil is situated opposite the old Port Louis Theatre, and it is here in his museum that Tristan displays his passion for photographs and archives of his native land. Most people are familiar with the old Port Louis Museum, where there is a specimen of the extinct dodo, but less is known of the photographic museum of which Tristan and Marie-Noëlle Breville are the custodians. I asked Tristan how it all started.
This museum it's a most important feature in our history, and Mauritians, the whole population is very proud of that museum, which I founded when I was 14 years old, and I started photography at that age, and of course now I'm a photographer, a writer, and there is room for improvement, of course, because it was founded in 1966, and so it became one of the most important documentation center in the whole region. And as you probably know, we work hard to be able to cater for tourism attraction in Mauritius. And so the street, Vieux Conseil Street, which you have filmed some time ago, you will see that it is the only pedestrian street. I closed it myself with the help of the police and the Municipal Council of Port Louis in 1993. So it became a nice street, of course, and now people can walk freely and without being hit by cars and motorcycles.
Douce France, cher pays de mon enfance, bercé de tendre insouciance.
Mauritius has known a wide range of colonizers, but there is much in Port Louis that is reminiscent of the French stay on the island. Today, these colonial structures compete for space with modern buildings. It is clear that unless preservation is placed high on the political agenda, Port Louis will lose its visual French connection and the charm that makes it a tourist attraction in itself. It is very much in this context that le musée de la photographie has its raison d'être.
The objective of this photographic museum is to try as much as possible to preserve memory of this country. And for example, it was so difficult to get a photo of the last train in Mauritius. So through this photo, I have been able to write a novel about the last train. Then when did the first plane came to Mauritius? And this is important because my book about l'aviation mauricienne shows this wonderful journey. So this is the first plane landing at Montchoisy in the north. And then of course we must show traditional ways of transportation in Mauritius, like ox carts, and then with the Constellation d'Air France. These are movie projectors, because Mauritius was famous for having done the first movie projection in the Southern Hemisphere in 1897. When Mauritius started to become a civilization, as from, let's say, 1720, and when Port Louis became one of the most beautiful ports in the world, it was a must for people to be informed, and so started the first newspaper in the Southern Hemisphere. Mauritius printed that newspaper in January 1773. So this is a very important document for Mauritius. And then when people wanted to get some illustration of things, you see, like a ship, so we did our first photo in 1840. The first photo made officially was in 1816 in France, and then we had the daguerreotype. I will show you the daguerreotype. So this is what we call the daguerreotype, which is a photo made on copper.
Alors la photo était faite sur du cuivre, sur du métal, plaque de cuivre argenté, qui était faite directement dessus.
It's a very nice Mauritian collection, and you may see more there.
Et là, ici, ce sont les phénotypes. Ça, ce sont l'invention des Américains après le daguerreotype. Le procédé de daguerre qu'ils ont mis sur du fer blanc, de machette, de cuivre.
So there you get another nice collection of tintype and daguerreotypes. So my wife, Marie-Noëlle, is taking care of the whole collection.
The beauty of this museum lies not only in its historical richness, but also its quiet location. Together with Le Café du Vieux Conseil just around the corner, it's the ideal retreat from the chaotic noise of Port Louis.